couple little tidbits about body filler and when it's ready to sand and what happens if you sand it too early, etc. I like to, when it's just about fully hardened, I like to knock down some of the ridges. The problem with that is you go through sandpaper because that not quite hardened Bondo starts clogging up your sandpaper, and then you ruin a bunch of your sandpaper because it gets clogged up, and then it's not very effective to sand. It's like sliding glass over your filler. So remember, I got this old block still, and this is the second coat, and hopefully the last coat before we can move on. Open up this door, and I see there's a ridge here. That's from my spreader line. So when I go over that, you'll see that red ridge is bright white, and down here where the ridge isn't is still this greenish yellow. When I talk about highs and lows, that's what I'm talking about. When you try to get something straight, as you scrape across it, it will show you the highs and lows, because the high points the sandpaper is going to hit. And I'll just show you this whole ridge all the way across so you can see it. So you can see all that bright white. These are the ridges. So if you come in here and start trying to get those ridges out without a block, you're basically it's gonna look like a golf ball, a bunch of little dimples and not a flat surface. So, you may wonder why I'm not sanding this way. Well, the curve is this way, and so if I stay on this plane, I'm separating that curve up in a whole bunch of sections, and that's allowing me to get that curve flat. So as I come here, I'm doing long strokes, so I'm not creating ridges everywhere. And basically what I'm trying to do is get all of this down on the same straight plane. Now if you remember, it was low here. That's nice and filled in now. But right here, you can see it. You can see where I've got a ridge. So I've got to take that out. But I don't want to just come in here and work that area. I want to take the whole plane down. That's how I'm going to keep this nice and straight. Now when I do the finish, I have a big long block sander. This is, I don't know, 4 inches. This is still 80 grit paper that I'm using. All right, we give it the eye test and we say, that looks pretty good. But the truth is, give it the hand test. And that is perfectly flat. So to end this series, if you remember, we started with a hole right here, some bolt holes, where the old door was that opened up when this used to be a van before I made it a truck. Cut that out, filled it in, took our time, got it nice and straight. And now we can move on to the next area of the truck. And there's plenty of areas to focus on.